السلام عليكم. اليوم راح نتعلم كلمات جديدة وراح نبلش بأول كلمة sustain something continue at same level يحافظ على شيء استدام. The runner is off to a good start but can she sustain that pace? The runner is off to a good start but can she sustain that pace? Sustain something support take the weight off يحمل أيد دعم ساند. The air currents sustained the bird's weight in the air. The air currents sustained the bird's weight in the air. The love of my family and friends sustained me through my ordeal. The love of my family and friends sustained me through my ordeal. Sustain somebody food, water, nourish يمد شخصا بالقوت غذا. The vegetable garden provided enough food to sustain the whole family. The vegetable garden provided enough food to sustain the whole family. Sustain something suffer an injury يصاب يعاني إصابة تحمل تكبد. The footballer had to abandon the game after he sustained an injury. The footballer had to abandon the game after he sustained an injury. He died after sustaining severe head injuries. He died after sustaining severe head injuries. And sustain something affirm uphold يؤيد شيئا يوافق على شيء. The judge sustained the decision of the lower court. The judge sustained the decision of the lower court. Another word scrutinize examine closely يدقق في شيء أو في شخص يفحص يمعن النظر في شيء أو شخص. Her purpose was to scrutinize his feature to see if he was an honest man. Her purpose was to scrutinize his features to see if he was an honest man. And another word, contemplate something, take a long look at something, يتأمل. Lauren contemplated her reflection in the window. Lauren contemplated her reflection in the window. And contemplate something, think about something. يرى يفكر. It is hard to contemplate life without my parents. It is hard to contemplate life without my parents. And contemplate something, consider a possibility. ينظر فيه يفكر فيه. I am contemplating a career in law. I am contemplating a career in law. Contemplate doing something, consider a course of action. يفكر فيه. Brenda contemplated getting a guard dog. Brenda contemplated getting a guard dog. Another word, manner, as a noun, mode, way, طريقة, أسلوب. Ken's slow and cautious manner of driving frustrates other drivers. Ken's slow and cautious manner of driving frustrates other drivers. Manner, as a noun, way of behaving, أسلوب, طريقة. She acted in a strange manner. She acted in a strange manner. Manner, demeanor, موقف أسلوب. His pompous manner really bothered people. His pompous manner really bothered people. And manner here موقف أسلوب. Another meaning, manner as a noun, variety, kind, نوع صنف. There were all manner of tourists here. There were all manner of tourists here. Add manners as in plural, polite behavior, أخلاق أدب. As a child, I was taught to remember my manners when speaking to grown-ups. As a child, I was taught to remember my manners when speaking to grown-ups. Add manners, customary behaviors, سلوك تصرفات. Adam's satirical paintings depicted the customs and manners of the English. Adam's satirical paintings depicted the customs and manners of the English. All manner of, here we have it, adjective, many different kinds of, متنوع. On our safari we saw only one lion but all manner of antelopes. On our safari we saw only one lion but all manner of antelopes. Condescending manner, patronizing attitude, طريقة متعالية. He thinks he's better than us. He always treats us with such a condescending manner. He thinks he's better than us. He always treats us with such a condescending manner. And in a civil manner, this is adverb, politely, courteously, بلطف بأدب. Can we close this conversation in a civil manner? Can we close this conversation in a civil manner? In a different manner, adverb, in another way, بطريقة مختلفة. We need to approach the problem in a different manner. We need to approach the problem in a different manner. In a fair manner, justly, in a just way, بعدل بإنصاف. The judge decided upon the punishment in a fair manner. The judge decided upon the punishment in a fair manner. And in a manner, as adverb, after a fashion, sort of, بطريقة ما, بشكل ما. In a manner of speaking, this is expression to, so to speak, as it were. يمكن القول إذا جاز التعبير. In a manner of speaking, this was the first live test of the equipment. In a manner of speaking, this was the first live test of the equipment. And in an underhand manner, this is expression to, in a deceitful or dishonest way, بخداع بمكر. He is behaving in an underhand manner, going out with his best friend's girlfriend without him knowing. He is behaving in an underhand manner, going out with his best friend's girlfriend without him knowing. In like manner, in a similar way, بالمثل. I thought her ideas were stupid. In like manner, she thought mine were idiotic. I thought her ideas were stupid. In like manner, she thought mine were idiotic. In the same manner, similarly, بنفس الطريقة بالمثل. The teacher was always fair and treated us and treated all the children in the same manner. The teacher was always fair and treated all of the children in the same manner. Another word, go off, bomb explode, ينفجر. The bomb went off in the busiest part of town. The bomb went off in the busiest part of town. Go off alarm sound, يرن المنبه. I don't always wake up when my alarm goes off. I don't always wake up when my alarm goes off. Go off, food spoil. This is informal. يفسد الطعام. Dairy products go off quickly if they are not kept in the fridge. Dairy products go off quickly if they are not kept in the fridge. Go off, or go away, يرحل يذهب. He left the family farm and went off to the big city to look for work. He left the family farm and went off to the big city to look for work. Go off on somebody, or go off at somebody. Express angry, ينفجر غاضبا على شخص. All I said was that he had a bit of a temper, and he went off on me. All I said was that he had a bit of a temper, and he went off on me. Off you go, please leave. هيا اذهب. It's almost time for school. Off you go. It's almost time for school. Off you go. And another word, set off. Begin a journey ينطلق. We will have to set off very early to avoid the rush hour traffic. We will have to set off very early to avoid the rush hour traffic. And set off on something, begin a journey ينطلق في شيء. That morning we set off on our trip to California. That morning we set off on our trip to California. And set off for something, begin a journey ينطلق في رحلة إلى شيء. I usually set off for work at 8 a.m. I usually set off for work at 8 a.m. Set something off or set off something. يشغل, trigger, switch on. He set off an alarm when he opened the back door. He set off an alarm when he opened the back door. And another word, obsolete. Obsolete as an adjective, no longer produced or used, out of date, مهجور مهمل قديم. The museum has a collection of obsolete farming equipment. The museum has a collection of obsolete farming equipment. To date, some 5,000 old and obsolete mines had been destroyed. To date, some 5,000 old and obsolete mines had been destroyed. This can be helpful if you want to remove sensitive content or obsolete content from search results. This can be helpful if you want to remove sensitive content or obsolete content from search result. And the last one, obsolete something as a verb يبطل شيئا. Every year the company releases a new model that obsolete the old one. Every year the company releases a new model that obsolete the old one. And thank you very much. Now it's time to see the car, to show you the car.